We're now joined by Jacques Cailloux. He's Chief European Economist at RBS. Jacques, thank you so much for coming in.
Morning.
A lot of investors, and I guess a lot of analysts, were really hoping for a kind of shock and awe announcement. The EU finally taking a common stance in saying, guys, this is what we're going to do. And it couldn't be further from what we're seeing. How disappointed are you, and how much will it hurt, in the end, the European Stability Fund?
Well, I think we've seen it since the beginning of the crisis. Unfortunately, European policymakers are behind the curve. There is no Euro-wide response put in place at this stage which would restore confidence in the medium term. So I'm afraid we're standing here disappointed about the European policymakers' decisions. I don't think we will get anything new from the EU Council tomorrow. And that's unfortunate because there is a generalized loss of confidence which is affecting the periphery, with investors extremely worried about the situation. There is a very important need here of a policy response. I think the most powerful response remains the ECB bond purchase program. I think it needs to be stepped up immediately to support the periphery. The problem is that the ECB is facing a situation where they can't actually intervene in what is seen a functioning market. So all the remedies which are in place are almost post-mortem remedies. The sovereigns have to be in the middle of the crisis and have to see this massive deterioration before the backstop facilities can be put in place. That's a major flaw in the policy response that we have seen since the beginning of the year. We need crisis prevention, not crisis management tools.
But it's too late for that, Jacques. So in terms of what we're going to see, if the politicians don't come to an agreement, will the ECB step up to the challenge and either announce new measures or do something to prop up the European economy?
Well, in the short term, we think that because of the lack of policy response, we think that confidence loss is going to be the main driver of the market here. So we're looking for further deterioration in the periphery. And
a bailout for Portugal and Spain?
I think it's very likely in this
Both
current...
countries.
Yes, I think it's very likely in this current instance. I think there is no tool available for those policymakers domestically to defend their sovereign, and the tools that we've got at the European level are only tools that take place once the crisis has materialized, and the market dynamics are such that this is likely to be the next steps over the coming month.
But Jacques, if Spain actually does ask for a bailout, will the euro be able to survive, and will they be able to fund it? Are we going to see complete mayhem?
Well, I think if we're looking at the current backstop facilities as far as cash is concerned, we think there is enough at least to respond to Spain in the short term as far as funding is concerned. So I think, yes, there is support in the system. Again, I think the ECB bond purchase program is your ultimate sort of defense line in the system, and they would probably be pushed and forced to intervene on a greater scale to defend the system. But they need to be very forceful. They need to be very confident in what they're going to be doing to restore confidence in the market.
We have the Spanish bond sale today. Is that going to go well?
Well, it's a very, very difficult market currently. We do think that foreign investor appetite is very limited here, but there is demand domestically, so this should help the Spanish auction to go okay.
All right, Jacques, thank you so much. Jacques Cailloux, they're saying that actually both Portugal and Spain may need to touch for that bailout.